My name is Jonathan Jackson. I will be doing a presentation on the video game Pac-Man, the arcade version versus its first home console release on the Famicom. A little history is the original name was called Puckman. It was released in Japan. When it got access to North America, it was later called Pac-Man. It was programmed by Shigeo Funaki and Shigeichi Ishimura. The original release was in Japan by a company called Namco in July of 1980. A couple months later, it got released into North America by a company called Midway in December of 1980. When it did get released in North America, in about a year, more than 100,000 units were sold in America. Then later it got ported to a home console. In 1984, the Famicom and MSX computer. The original version, the arcade machine, was released in July of 1980. The hardware consisted of a Z80 CPU and a 224 by 288 video TV. And Namco had done something different. They had made their very own custom sound chip that was able to produce 3 sounds at once. And the gameplay of the arcade, it's more clean, vivid neon colors. The actual graphics of it was very crisp. The sound is higher. It feels more. It's more engaging when you play on the arcade machine. The only drawbacks to this would be that it was on a joystick, and it having access to the public, the joystick would get ruined. The buttons are sticky. In today's age, you have that one guy that's gonna tag on the actual monitor versus the home console, the Famicom. Now, the console was released in 1983. It sold 61 million units. The hardware consisted of a Ryko 2A03 and a picture processing unit called the Ryko 2C02. It also has an audio picture unit with 5 channels, 2 pulse waves, triangular wave, white noise, DPCM. Pac-Man was released on this console. This was the first console it was released on back in 1984. The gameplay of this is more dull. The little spirits feel more bulky. Their colors are deeper. They're not vibrant and friendly. More attracting than the arcade version. This one's more deeper colors, less vibrant, very bulky. The sound is also deeper. It feels more on a personal level versus the arcade machine. The arcade machine had access to people, which, I want to beat the previous guy's high score, versus the home console where I want to beat my personal best score. The benefits of it being on a home console was that the controller was not sticky. It wasn't broken. It wasn't overused because it was played by 3 million people in a span of a year. When it comes to the two, I would believe that the publishers did an excellent job. There was no need to change it. Maybe add little features here and there, which they have done with later releases. And I would assume they're still trying to make it engaging and fun by adding little things here and there. But that would be the presentation. And here are the citations of if you want to see what the arcade version looks like and what the Famicom version looks like, the gameplay.